Welcome everyone, Jacob here with Joseph Q Craft Rubs, and I'm here today with a monster porterhouse steak. Look at this thing. We're going to be cooking it by a method that's a little bit controversial called sous vide. Sit down, hang tight, we're cooking something good today. Give a mighty shout out to our partner website, artesiansmoker.com, and I also want to give a huge shout out to all of our friends at the Art of Smoke and Grill. There's a Facebook group, and if you haven't been on it yet, definitely check it out. We're sharing a lot of really awesome ideas, really non-hostile environment, and we're having a ton of fun doing it over there. So today what we're talking about is a process known as sous vide. What that process essentially means, well, it's a French term standing for under vacuum. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to take this 1.5-inch porterhouse steak. Look at this thing. Nice, monstrous steak. Can tend to be a little difficult for some, or some people that haven't maybe cooked a large steak like this before. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this steak and we're going to season it first with our Dom's Magic Dust. And then we're also going to wrap it in this plastic wrap right here. With this plastic wrap, we're going to take it to our vacuum sealer and we're going to seal it up nice and tight. And then we're going to take our porterhouse and we're going to put it in an immersion circulator bath. That's right, you heard that right. Immersion circulator. That's this device right here, otherwise known as a sous vide machine. These things can be obtained now for under $200. Heck, I'm even hearing under $100 nowadays to buy some of these. And what this machine does is it takes a water bath, as you see here, up to a precise temperature. Essentially, your exact done temperature. Today, we're going to be taking this bath up to 135 degrees. It's the exact done temperature that we want for this porterhouse steak. Going to take us to right about a medium rare. Not like rare like some of you guys like. I know how you guys like it. But this is how my household likes it. So that's how we're going to do it today. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, this is about 1.5 inch porterhouse. So it's going to take a lot of seasoning. And, hey, Dom's Magic Dust. Now, you might be wondering why you don't see me using any oil or any sort of binding here. In my experience, when you sous vide with oils, it tends to take the beef flavor out of the steak and leave it in the juices behind. And we're going to get our sides here, too. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take some plastic wrap here and we're going to seal our steak in it. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your plastic wrap is larger than the steak itself and you've got enough room so that your vacuum sealer can appropriately seal this package. Now if you take your bag and you fold it over like this, you'll ensure that you're going to get a nice tight seal and you won't get anything kind of liquid or anything along the edge that will cause the seal not to be tight. Setting it to 135. we're allowing the steak now to chill in this bath at 135 degrees for the next 2 hours. After that 2 hours, the steak will actually be pasteurized. And that's just one bullet point that I want to talk about when you sous vide. When you sous vide, you can actually cook at a much lower temperature. The reason for this is because not only is your protein in the water bath, but it's actually not touching the water bath at all, thanks to the vacuum seal that you created with the plastic bag. With that being said, the protein is not being exposed to outside air, thus it's not likely to catch any pathogens. But at the same time, since this bath is at a steady, consistent temperature the entire time, it's actually going to allow for pasteurization, just over a much longer period of time. What's also nice about sous vide is that due to it being under vacuum, you also have virtually no evaporative moisture loss. That's something that even a cast iron or your grill or your smoker can't achieve, and only can be achieved via sous vide. What does that mean to you? It means that this steak right here and your steaks will be much juicier in the end due to virtually no moisture loss. Another bullet point that I want to bring up is that you can actually cook vegetables via sous vide as well. What's nice about that is you're cooking vegetables at a much lower temperature, and they're also not touching the water either. So this is a much better alternative to steaming or boiling your vegetables. You'll be left with a much healthier product in the end because, one, the water won't leach the nutrients away from the vegetables, and two, since you're cooking at a much lower temperature, your vegetables' nutrients won't be broken down by the heat. Directly into an ice bath. The reason why we want to ice bath it here is to rapidly bring down the temperature, take it completely out of any danger zone that could possibly get into just cooling down. And then this will allow us to actually even put it in the refrigerator if we need to, and actually come back to it several hours later and finish its sear. And there'll be absolutely no difference in its result from taking it to where it is right now to where it would be a couple hours. All right, now what we're going to do at this point is we're going to dry the steak with paper towel. And this is to make sure we get a nice good sear. Without getting rid of the moisture on here, you're going to have a really hard time getting the crust that you're looking for. All right, now that your steak is nice and dry on the outside, if you wish, now's a good time to re-season it. And of course, I'm going to reapply some Dom's Magic Dust here. right, everyone. Thanks for checking out the video. And if you liked it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Love to hear your feedback. And as always, ingredients with exact instructions are down below in the description. Thanks again, everyone, and smoke on.